no matter the bad times and the good times, don't give up on God. As we are ending the blessings of a faithful Christian, we are ending with that. I think we'll finish right now. If you become faithful, what happens to your life? I think we should be interested to know that when I choose to become faithful to God, what happens with my life? What happens in my life? What happens to my life? Number one, a faithful Christian enjoys divine favor and prosperity. When you become faithful as a Christian, you enjoy divine favor and prosperity. And prosperity. So we saw that in Genesis 41, verse 38 to 46. When all of a sudden, when Joseph came out of prison, told Pharaoh about the dream, Pharaoh made him the prime minister. Pharaoh changed his name. Pharaoh gave him a wonderful woman to marry. Pharaoh gave him authority over all Egyptians. And he was the only one that had power more than Joseph. Can you imagine? And all these things happened in a day because a man was faithful. Even in the pit, he was faithful. Even at Potiphar's house, he was faithful. Even in prison, he was faithful. And the Lord honored him even at the palace, making him a prime minister. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. So that's what you get. So Genesis 41, 38, you can to 46, you can read it later. When you are also faithful, like I was saying, you always get favor before God and men. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3 to 4. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 3 to 4. I know one day in years to come, companies will be searching for people in this church. Why? Well, they'll be like, this church, the people that are faithful, the people that are loyal, the people that are hardworking, the people that are trustworthy. If we get such of these people in our companies, they will help us. So just be faithful. Every day as you are praying, as you are reading your word, as you are always in church, you may not know what God is doing for you behind the scenes. Just be faithful. And the Lord will give you favor before men and before God. So the Bible said, don't ever let love, and that wherever I go, faithfulness should be seen on me. Wherever I go, I should be a person of love. And the Bible says I should tie them around my neck. I don't see how this tie is going to leave my neck, because I've tied it around my neck. That's why it's called tie. And the Bible said, and write them on your heart. Wow. Writing them on your heart is what we call etching. Like you are writing. I can imagine if you like try and get a pen and write on your hand. I'm not talking about tempera marker. I'm talking about get something that can cut through your skin and write your name and see if it will go. It will heal and it will become a scar. That means that it becomes part of your body. I hope you are with me.
Yes, sir.
I think maybe for you there is something by your shoulder here. It looks like it was an injection they gave you when you were a child. And as you were growing, it kept expanding. It's there. It's part of your life forever. Maybe even if you bleach it, will still be there. He said, write them on your heart. It shouldn't leave you. Then verse 4, what will happen if I do that? Then God will be pleased. Wow. And think well of you, and so will everyone else. That is to say, you have favor before God, and you have favor before man. Why? Because of your faithfulness. If you are listening to what people are saying, you will never be faithful. Oh. And if you look at the situations around you, you will never be faithful. Just be faithful. Be faithful taking pictures in church. That is how it is going to give you a bigger job to start taking pictures of great people. But don't start just taking pictures as if you are not serious. So just start with be faithful with the designing. Just be faithful with the singing. Nathaniel Bassey is now singing as a worship leader for USA president inauguration service. Can you imagine? An African. Do you know the many great singers in America? He said, no. We want this African man, Nathaniel Bassey, to be the worship leader. That is a sign of faithfulness. So you begin to have favor before God and men. Sometimes you can enter into a place. They don't know that you are a faithful Christian, a child of God who is serious about God. Yet they will begin to help you, open doors for you like that. There was one guy like that who went to the embassy for a visa. Apparently, his age was changed. And that made him a minor. And if you're a minor, you will not be allowed to travel. To travel, of course. They will not give you the visa if you're a minor in that category of what you are going there for. Are you getting the point? So, after forming this queue, says done. It has reached your turn, and they say the only reason why you are having issues is because of your age. So you have to go back. He said when he left the room, he was standing there, and he was so sad. And then a man met him and said, what's going on? He said, oh, this is the issue. Then the man held the hand and took him to the interview room again. Can you imagine? You don't know him from anywhere. And the man was arguing it out with the white person. Hey, and he was just there. And after all the series of argument, they took his passport back and told him that either in 2 days or 3 days, it will be ready. Just like that. He said when he left, he went out to go and call the brother he came with. Someone went to escort him. He said they came to come and thank the man. They searched everywhere. They didn't see the man. This can only be God. Sometimes that's how God favors you. You get stuck at a place, you don't know anyone there, but God comes through for you. Where you are, it's over, but God says it's not over yet. That's how God can favor you. That's how God can bring blessings your way. So just be faithful. This is not a matter of prayer. It's a matter of faithfulness. Did you see in verse 3? He was talking about prayer. No. He was talking about love and faithfulness. Love and loyalty. And when you do that, this is what God will also do for you. For